mine's still here. Thank goodness for my Fab 5 Alliance. They are the bomb.com, the bee's knees. I don't know why I have ever questioned it before, but I think I've mentioned in other videos I'm loyal to a fault in real life, and guess what? They just bought my undying loyalty for the rest of this game.
Hello everyone. So I won HOH, which means I have to nominate 2 people. So I'm just gonna get right into it. My first nominee is Shelby. Shelby, I already told you you're gonna be nominated. And then my second nominee is Jayla. This should come as a shock to none of you, or to neither of you, because when I was evicted, you both were influences in getting me out. So I'm just returning the favor. Good luck in veto. Yeah, good luck.
As no surprise, Chandler won HOH. Put me on the block. Completely saw that coming. But he gave me the best case scenario. He put me up against Jayla, so it seems like maybe he doesn't have an alliance with that side of the house. He's just playing his own game. So I got to play in the veto. At least I have a shot. That's all I can really ask for, unlike yesterday's HOH, which I flubbed and was terrible at.
So, I was right, and I am on the block, but, like, not shocked at all. That's the risk that I guess that's, like, the consequence of, putting someone else up on the block, you know? But, it's, me versus Shelby, which is awkward, because we were in an alliance. Are an alliance? I don't know. It's kind of murky waters there since we tried to backdoor her, but she doesn't know that I was involved. But I just need 4. There's 9 of us. 3 of us can't vote. So there's 6. So the majority, to get it, you'd need 4 votes. Like 4 people, yeah. So I just need 4 people to vote for me. I feel like I have Lauren and Max in the bag, and if I could get like Sam and someone else to vote for me and not for Shelby, that would be great. So we'll see. I don't want to leave yet, but also, like, I'm not gonna be like crazy sad if I go home. Ooh, or am I just saying that? It is getting good. It is currently, I don't know what time it is, like 9:25. It's like 5 minutes before the votes are due. I gave Lauren my pendant of life so that she could steal Jake's vote, and she voted against Shelby. But we still think that that would only make it a tie, because before this, I think that I was definitely going home. And then Lauren stealing Jake's vote means that it's a tie. So there's one of 2 things needs to happen. We either need to convince Sam to vote in favor of me, or we need to, I've never worked so hard for something in my life. Not true. I went to college. But we either need to convince Sam to vote in favor of me, or we need to convince Chandler to be in an alliance with me, Lauren, and Max, so that he will keep me safe when it comes down to it, because these are our options. I don't know why Jennifer would vote for Shelby. I legit don't get it, because literally Shelby said that Jennifer was her first target. She's trying to get her out. I don't know what she's thinking. Artisha, I get. Jake, I get. But come on, really? So, oh my gosh, the adrenaline. I'm like typing so fast. I'm like pulling out all the punches, all the things. I'm telling all the people all the things, and it's like killing me inside, but I love this. Man, I love this. This is so fun.
Hi, sorry, my hair is a little messed up. Don't mind that. But I already won HOH, so I can use the veto if I want, I guess, but I don't think I'm going to, you know. Good luck, ladies. No hard feelings, regardless. I don't know why everyone thinks I'm mean. Okay, I guess I can come off as mean, but yeah, I'm not going to use the veto. But yeah, no hard feelings. Good luck.
All right, I gotta vote because I think I have like a minute left. Classic me. This vote's hard. Why are these votes getting so hard? This is what happens when people are just really nice to you. I really do like Jayla. I think Jayla is super sweet and genuine, and every interaction I've had with her, I feel like she's meant. The problem is she wasn't in my alliance from the beginning, and I feel like it's kind of too late to turn on my alliance because right now we still have a solid 5, and I'd be dumb to risk tying it, and Chandler evicting Shelby, which would put us at 4 going into 8. So
I vote to save Shelby.
I have to stick with my alliance on this one. I'm sorry, Jayla, you are really sweet. But I vote to evict Jayla. Thanks.
Okay, so I'm keeping Jayla, and I'm also stealing Jake's vote.
I vote to evict Shelby.
All right, guys, to the surprise of no one, we have a 3-3 tie. Chandler is going to break the tie. Chandler, just go ahead and send your video directly in the group chat. No need to go through me.
All right. Okay. Of course, you guys would leave this to me. So, I'm stuck in a really bad position right now because I have to decide between the HOH who put me up and eliminated me or got me out, and a person whose vote was crucial when I went home. So it's like, do I send the person who put me on the block out because they put me on the block? Or do I send the person who basically screwed me and because they voted the way they did, didn't allow me to sway any other votes because they voted the way they did? So, I know everyone's been talking to me. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. That's why my hair's wet and all funky. But I guess I have to make this decision now. And with that being said, just looking at where everyone stands and how previous votes went and how things were mentioned in the competition we did about where everyone said I was the meanest. So some things were mentioned there that were really revealing at the end of last round because everyone said that a certain person has lied to them. A majority of people said the certain person has lied to them. But then this person still stayed in a 4-3 vote. So either you guys are like, I'm just very confused what that was about. But again, like I said, this is a hard decision. I actually came into this thinking I was going to do something, but then I was given second thought about it after thinking everything over. And with that being said, I love you both, to be honest. I think you're both nice, or you may have just been nice because you wanted me to keep you in the tie, but no hard feelings. I sadly have to vote to evict. I hope this doesn't cost me. I sadly have to vote to evict Shelby. I'm sorry. With that, good luck. So, yeah.
Hey y'all, you're looking at juror number 1. Thank y'all. I'm glad the players kept me around to at least make jury. And honestly, as much as this sucks, it took a lot to get me out because I had the votes tonight, so they had to use their pendants to steal a vote and convince the HOH. Granted, that was probably a bit easier said than done considering the HOH didn't like me, but man, it still sucks, and it just shows that they can't be trusted. Surprise, surprise. Not surprisingly, what got me is a bit of me being too trusting / trusting the wrong people and paranoia in a sense, and maybe I should have gone to Chandler sooner. I don't think that really would have helped at all. So I mean, to my Fab Five, y'all are fantastic. I do apologize to Sam, you've had my back this whole time. When you see these videos, like, just know you are a solid guy, and you've had my back the whole time, along with Jake and Artesia and Jennifer. And so, I mean, my Fab Five, y'all better go out and kill it, destroy that side of the house. Because I want to see 2 of y'all in the finals. I want y'all to make it all the way. Sorry I couldn't win those comps in a clinch when I needed them, but man, it's been fun. And I mean, I got played by Lauren, so that's what it comes down to. Well, we'll see when this happens if it was Lauren's idea or Max Teddy's idea, but I wouldn't put it past somebody to put Lauren up to it. But I mean, she did it because those are her allies. So that's what happened at the end of the day. But man, finale night is going to be fun.
All right, so I'm sure all of you are like, what the heck happened? So, last night was one of the greatest nights of this game. Love how it turned out. Honestly, almost had a heart attack because I was so worried about how that might turn out. Anyways, yeah, so there are clearly some of us that are more of in an alliance together, and I think Max and I were just really feeling that if we lost Jayla, the house would be turning on us, and Shelby is no longer in our corner because Max put her up and all the drama that came with that. So yeah, I decided to use a steal a vote, and then we put ourselves in the situation of now we're probably in a tie, and it's going to come down to Chandler to decide between Jayla and Shelby. And let's just say Chandler definitely has it out for Jayla at the time, at least. And so Max and I went to work at like trying to like convince Chandler, you know, because we had been working with him, so trying to convince him to make amends and that we could form a new group and all this stuff. And so literally get down to the point where I am begging Chandler, like, don't make me look a fool after I use this steal a vote, like, please, like, help a girl out, you know, like, don't do me like this. And so yeah, so Shelby, no hard feelings. She sends me a message, she goes, seriously? And I just reply, yes. But she was a great person to work with. Just definitely was controlling half of the house, so had to go. And so yeah, so it was kind of funny. It was definitely a power move that was played, and multiple people have messaged me and are like, wow, like what a power move, like that was BA, like all this kind of stuff. So that's kind of fun to watch go down, the drama. Hopefully now we can be like having more control over the house and the votes, but we'll see. I definitely think I've moved higher on the list of people to be watching out for. But yeah, it was such a fun move. I'm so glad we did it. We were freaking out, man. All props to Max and Chandler and Jayla.
So Sam says, I hate how this game has separated us, TBH. And I'm like, Sam, I've given you so many opportunities to work with me, and you've taken none of them. I'm like, I feel that, like, I would love to work with you, but ugh.
Okay, so a lot has happened this cycle, I guess we can call it. So Chandler won all the power, kept his nominations the same of Jayla and Shelby, and I'm like, okay, like, we're good. Like, we have the numbers. Shelby, you have nothing to worry about. and it was gonna be a 4-2 vote. And literally, I waited till like the last like 3 minutes, not even, to tell Jayla, hey dog, like I definitely like voted for you. Sorry, no hard feelings. Like I wanted to, like, you know, gain her respect. You know, she's going to jury. I need to have them at least respect my game a little bit. And next thing you know, there was an announcement, and I was like, oh shit, like someone stole. I figured, as soon as there's an announcement, like someone stole someone's vote, and Lauren stole my vote. I was like, Lauren, the same bitch that was nominated round 1, hasn't done shit since then. That Lauren. Okay, welcome to the game, Lauren. Welcome. Nice to finally meet you. And she snatched my vote. I was like, well, damn. So I went to work to save Shelby, and I kind of went to Chandler, and I was like, listen, these 3 are a pact, and they're definitely coming after me since they stole my vote, and I need you to think about it, think about our alliance, and save Shelby. And he didn't. He decided to send Shelby home, which is the first of our alliance. Well, I guess the second if you count Thomas. But we're down to 4, and we still have half the game. It just sucks because his reasoning was Shelby was the one who, like, was trying to get him out. I'm like, but the only reason you were in a position where you could go out is because of Jayla. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get his reasoning. And we had this whole fight, and I was like, listen, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree because I really don't think Shelby was really that big of an issue to you. And he was like, Jayla can only win luck competitions. I was like, but Shelby can't win any. So literally all of his, like, reasons didn't make any sense besides the fact that I was probably closer with Shelby than he would like me to be, and he wanted Shelby gone. So it sucks.
You're never gonna believe. So, wow. Gosh, I have no idea how it worked, how they managed to pull it off. Oh, I'm all in your face, but oh well. Hi. But, Lord and Max, like, went to bat for me, and I feel like I said this in the last part, but I gave Lauren context. I gave Lauren my pentative life so that she had 4 so she could steal a vote. She stole Jake's vote, and oh wait, I already feel like I explained this. Backtrack to all of that. It came down to Chandler. Chandler was the deciding vote. Chandler decided with like 20 minutes left until eviction happened to go take a shower. He gets out of the shower and is like, oh my gosh, ew, I didn't want it to be my decision. And I literally am like messaging Chandler. We're all messaging Chandler, like, please respond to us. Why aren't you responding to us? And I'm messaging Chandler telling him, like, I promise I will not put you up in, like, I will not backdoor you ever again if you do this for me. And, he, like, didn't respond or anything. I, like, bring up to him about how Shelby was, like, 40% of people feel like she's lied to them or whatever. But anyway, I'm so excited. Like, literally immediately after it happened, me, Lauren, and Max, like, jumped in a call. Like, we're screaming because we're so excited. Because, like, how did we pull that off? Because, oh, sorry, Chandler kept me. He voted to evict Shelby. Shelby's probably so pissed. But I don't even care because we still in this. Wow. What a story arc for me. Because now we have an alliance. Now we have an alliance between me, Chandler, Lauren, and Max. Who would have thunk that, like, 2 days ago, Chandler was, like, my mortal enemy and hated me. And now I'm in an alliance with him. LOL. I love this game.
Well, that was just amazing. That was amazing in every single solitary way. As you guys know, Jayla was my pick to win this game, and Shelby was Josh's. So I took this personally when I thought that Jayla was gonna go home instead of Shelby. But the Josh curse continues. Shelby went home for a couple reasons here. One, Lauren just pulled off the move at the last second to steal that vote. And it was amazing. It was a huge risk because they were stealing the vote for a tie, knowing it was going to be a tie, not to try to, automatically have it. So they were using 4 pendants for the sole purpose of letting Chandler choose who went home. And literally no one knew what he was going to do. I don't think he knew what he was going to do until, the very last second. Sam and Jake are both furious with Chandler for doing this. Jake, threw every Hail Mary he could to try to save Shelby. The thing is, they both only have themselves to blame. They left Chandler out of the last vote. He called both of them out on it and said, hey, I know you guys are trying to save Shelby, but I don't know why you're trying to save Shelby. I don't want Shelby here. Why would I listen to you guys who you keep saying, yeah, we're in an alliance. We're totally, together, so you should vote with us. When both of them left him completely in the dark when they decided to vote out Daniel instead of Shelby the very last vote. He said those exact words. And you know what? That just is what it is. I think Chandler made the right decision. I think he's in a pretty good spot right now with Max, Teddy, Lauren, and Jayla. Those 4 are in a pretty solid spot right now if they can just keep that going. But the way the season has gone, who knows what's coming next. I'm going to leave with my pick to win made it further than Josh's, and that's really all that matters.
Also, I just have a comment. Why are these people letting me get this far in the game? Do they know that I've won before? Do they know that I can turn it on with the comp wins at any time? Why have I gotten this far? It boggles my mind. It really does. Some things you just can't explain.
All right. Jennifer has nominated Max Teddy and Chandler.
Okay, hi. Okay, so I won the veto. I'm not really sure how. But luckily, my dad literally just bought an F-150. And, of course, he got it, upgraded and everything. But I remember seeing the paper that had the stock price on it. And it was in the general area of what that number was. So, thanks, Dad. I owe you. But obviously, I'm going to use the veto on myself. Yeah. Other than that, I guess, Jennifer, you have to make a renomination. Sorry. But good luck, everyone.
So, Jennifer, for some stupid reason, decided that she thought it would be smart if I was the pawn to put up against Max because she wants Max out of the game. Where this just makes this hard because now everyone's in a rough situation where it's not a surefire thing that I'll go home against Max. Where it would have been a surefire thing that Max would go home up against Artisha. You know what I'm saying? It's more than likely that someone like Max would go home if he was placed against someone like Artisha. You know what I'm saying? Or even Sam, because he had Jake in his court and that's it. We're anyway, not Sam, Artisha, because then Max wouldn't get as many votes as Artisha because Artisha is by definition a floater. So interesting. But now I know, because Jake is always forthcoming and very honest, that Max is trying to get him, Lauren, Jake and Sam in an alliance together, and then probably trying to steal my plan about double eviction and all that kind of stuff. So that's super fun. We love that. But and if that's the case, I won't vote for Max when it comes to jury, which is probably something he'll realize, even though he's in my ride or die the entire game. So that's where we are. The odds are stacked against me. I'm likely going home, but I've played a good fight, or I fought a good fight. I just can't tell which side Lauren is leaning on. I fought a good fight. I feel like I've done my best. I'm proud of the game I've played. So if I go home, I go home. Whatever. At this point, I'm like, what can you do? I can only do so much campaigning. I can only do so much trying. Whatever.
All right, so this has been super, super stressful. People have been messaging me nonstop, and I have not gotten any work done that I was supposed to, since I'm working from home during the week now. So that's fun. No, it's all good. But people finally woke up and started to play this fucking game. I swear, before like the end of this last round, it was dead, and now it's like people are awake. They're wanting to make moves and run shit, and it's like, whoa, where did all this come from? But I'm kind of excited. We'll see what happens. I think I might get caught in some crossfires here soon, but I normally thrive when my back is against the wall, so bring it on. I'm ready. So with tonight's vote, I run the risk of Jayla and Lauren flipping on Jake and I at some point, but Max Teddy is a threat.
Evict Max.
As Michael Scott once said, oh, how the turntables. I'm voting to keep Jayla.
I vote to evict Max Teddy.
Hi. I vote to evict Max.
And with that, I vote to evict Max.
All right, guys, the votes are in. Once I reveal the vote, the evicted house guests will have just a few seconds to get out by a vote of 5-0. Max, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Sorry.
Honestly, was kind of thinking that I would keep Max just because he and I have worked together really well and just have made some really good plays together and communicate really well and just had a lot of fun with strategy and everything with him. But then he goes and he throws me under the bus to another player. Like he throws Jayla and I under the bus, which I get that you're going after Jayla, but like I was an ally, you know? Like, why did you throw me under the bus? And like, why are you trying to start something? And maybe it was just because he assumed that I was gonna vote to keep Jayla. But yeah, so that kind of turned around and bit him. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to new alliances. Like, I'm feeling really good about where I stand with the guys right now. We've turned over some new leaves, said some apologies, did some spit handshakes and and shook on it. So I'm feeling pretty good about where I am with them. And yeah, I think that the rest of the game should be really good.
Okay, change of plans. Look, Lauren is a champ. We love Lauren. If it means that I have to take second place so that Lauren can take first, I'll do it because I owe her my life. But Lauren helped me in convincing everybody that I should stay and that Max is the bigger threat, which like I worked so hard to tell everybody like Max is the bigger threat. Like it makes more sense to send Max home than it makes to send me home. Like you can get me out later. Obviously, I've been up twice. And so anyway, we just managed to get all of the votes for me, like in my favor and against Max. Like, safe once again.
So Steven really covered the Lauren steal a vote side of this, so I'm going to probably cover more of the back half, but I will say this, that Lauren making that move, one of the most exciting top moves in the history of Big Brother hometowns, which is really exciting, especially for Lauren, who's a close friend of mine. So that was really cool. One of the best moves I've ever seen. It was an obvious move in a lot of ways, but she pulled it off. She got Chandler to vote the way she wanted to, and she really comes out looking really good there, and people then started to come to her and potentially want to work with her. So that's good for Lauren. I'll get to Lauren more in a second. Yesterday, what you did not quite see in the episode is the scramble fest that took place with Max and Jayla on the block. Max, Jayla, Sam, Jake, Chandler, Lauren, all just running circles around each other, trying to find their right alliances, trying to figure out which way to go. Ultimately landed on a unanimous vote to get Max out, but it was not that simple. It took all day to figure that out. And once kind of people decided, that's when it all kind of smoothed over. Originally, Chandler was going to vote Jayla out, but decided it was a lost cause. Another important note here is that Max did buy a steal a vote advantage, and gave it to Chandler hoping it would work, but it was a moot point. So Chandler now has a steal a vote in his back pocket. I don't know how powerful that's going to be here in the double eviction coming up, but we'll see. Jennifer's HOH overall. Jennifer's just doing exactly what she's told and playing one of the worst games I've ever seen, just doing everything she's told and just being really not a part of the action, which is unfortunate. That's just kind of how it goes sometimes. I will say this about Lauren. I've been super proud of Lauren's game since the beginning, since she avoided eviction in round 1. Not everyone has seen this, but she has been putting in work at every turn socially. She's playing a very smart social game. It's not perfect. I think there's some things she could have adjusted here or there to maybe build some stronger alliance or some stronger bonds earlier, but she's doing the best with what she has now. She's doing really well with what she has now. She has always covered her bases. When things are not going right for her, she has gone to the right people. She has said the right things. She has tried to pull people in. She's tried to build trust. Lauren is playing a very under the radar game. I don't know if she has it in her to win because it's going to come down to comp wins in a lot of situations, but if she can turn that on a little bit, Lauren could be a contender down the stretch. Another big story coming up is Jake. What is Jake going to do today? Because he has a lot of money. He has a lot of pendants of life. He can either buy himself safety if his side of the house wins and he just wins HOH, just make it easy and just get out, or if the other side of the house wins, he'll have enough money to buy what we're calling the veto takeover, where he just cancels the veto competition and chooses to win it himself. So he has options. He's going to the final 5. It just depends on how he wants to get there, who he wants to get there with. If the Jayla and Lauren side wins, I feel like Jennifer and Artisha are in trouble in this double eviction, and we'll have a really strong top 5. Jayla, Lauren, Chandler, Jake, and Sam. That's what I'm hoping for, because I think that would be a really exciting finish. So it's a big day. Today's a big day. It's a big HOH. Jayla and Lauren need it more than they realize, even though that they've built an alliance with Sam and Jake. They need it more than they realize, or they maybe need Chandler to get it, because I think Chandler would come right after Jake and Sam. And in that case, it would be Jake and Jennifer and Artisha, because Jake's going to give himself safety. So there's a lot of things that could play out in these next couple of days. It should be a really exciting finish. We're building up towards the finale, which is coming up, if all things stay on schedule, next Thursday night on Facebook Live. I hope to see you there. It's going to be a really fun finish. I hope you're enjoying the season.